Hello and welcome back to ESL Universe. I'm Kalita, and today we are going to talk about syllables. Yes, you heard me right, syllables. Let's go there. Syllables are a critical part to saying things correctly in English and will make a huge difference in how well you can communicate in English. These are so important because if you use the wrong number of syllables in a word, a native speaker is likely to not understand what you are trying to say. Syllables are important not only for the clarity of which word you are trying to say, but also for the stress on the syllables. We will go over stress in a later video. But for now, just know that the stress that you place on syllables in English can actually change the meaning of a word, and it can even change the form of a word from a noun to a verb or vice versa. So, what is a syllable? A syllable is how we break words into different chunks. Each syllable only ever has one vowel sound. That is extremely important to remember. Each syllable only has one vowel sound. That does not mean only one vowel. You can actually have many vowels in a syllable, but you only will hear one of them. There are a couple of important things to remember. First of all, you need to pay attention to how many of the vowels you are hearing. Also, every syllable in English must have a vowel. It cannot be only consonants. Let's look at an example. We're going to use the word change. I used to live in Korea and I really loved living there. One of the words that I would often hear is changey. I didn't know what that word was. People would use it when they were speaking English with me, but I'd never heard it before. I thought that maybe they were using a Korean word and just didn't know the correct English word. Eventually, someone wrote the word change down, and it was very clear that the word was change. I didn't understand why so many people said this word wrong. Then I realized that in Korean, the combination of consonants led to the ending sound being a standalone consonant. That can't happen in the Korean language. And so they added a little vowel in the Korean writing to the word change so that it followed Korean rules. However, when that translated back to English, it led to them using two syllables, changey. I didn't know what that was as an English speaker, which means that there was a miscommunication happening because of the wrong number of syllables. Let's take a look at the word change. Do you remember the video that I made about the silent E or bossy E rule? If not, now would be a great time to go back and watch that video. Change has an E at the end as well as an A in the middle of it. However, the E is silent. It is a bossy E that changes the A to say its own name, the long A sound, change. Because the bossy E is silent, that means that there is only one vowel sound that we hear and therefore one syllable. A good way to think about syllables is with claps or a beat. Think about if your mouth stops producing air at a point in the word. If that happens, then likely you are now pronouncing a new syllable. Anytime that the air stops, even for just a second, it indicates a break in the word, and we would match that rhythm with a new clap. Let's try the word change. There is no point in that word that air stops moving out of my mouth. If you have been pronouncing words incorrectly or using the wrong number of syllables, it is very important for you to retrain yourself to learn the correct number of syllables. Make sure that you practice this with words that you are already familiar with, so that when you encounter a new word, you will be more adept at counting the correct number of syllables. It's time to look at some examples. Don't forget to clap along and try to pause the video and guess how many syllables will be in each word before I share that with you. Let's start with a word that most of us should be familiar with. Happy. Can you guess how many syllables are in that word? Let's try to clap it out. Happy. The air stops for me in between the two P sounds. So I hear hap, P. Happy. Try to practice this at home if you are unsure about where syllables can break. Then let's look at some more examples. Bring. Improve. Answer. Keep. Clothes. Woman. Personal. Understand. Develop. Finished. Decided. Animal. Listen. Right. Straight. Restaurant. Banana. Friend. Enough. I encourage you to make a list of words that you know. Make sure that you add some words that you're confident that you know the number of syllables and some words that you don't know. Practice these at home over and over again until they become natural to you. Make sure that if you are having difficulty with a certain word, that you pay particular attention to that word. Most dictionaries will actually tell you how many syllables these words are broken into. So if you don't know, either ask Google or your dictionary to help you. As always, you can also comment below and I will do my best to let you know how many syllables in each word that you're struggling with. Don't forget to subscribe and have a great day. Bye.